Hey guys, it is Meme Dreams Gaming here, and today I'm going to be talking about the new map and some basic tips you can use to improve your chance of winning at this map. Now, I'm going to be talking a lot about the geographical parts of the map that you can use to help you, especially the large amount of hills and dips that you can use to give you cover, and I'll just be going over some general tips that are more prevalent in this map compared to the original. So let's get right into it. Now first I want to talk about the basic premise of never fight someone who's in cover when you're out in the open. This is especially apparent in this map because of the amount of hills and dips. If someone has high ground or you're out in the middle of nowhere, like this clip where I'm sort of at the bottom of the hill, not behind cover, and this guy is up by the buildings, that is never a good fight to take. Always try to hug the edge of the wall and try to keep the high ground. Whenever I land at a larger city, I like to loot a few buildings and then go as high up as possible so I can get an aerial view of the nearby area, so I can see if anyone landed near me, if there's any gunshots, which way I should move, and what looks like it's been looted or not. It's a great idea on a map that's sort of smaller yet more vertical, lets you get a better idea of what you need to do. Next, I want to talk about what to do with teams and how to push a position. Now, this works for, as I said, either squads, duos, or singles. It works for everyone. You have to learn when you should take a fight and how you should push up to someone. Now, in this upcoming clip, you'll see I take a fight with someone who is on the edge of the hill. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you never want to take these types of fights because I will be out in the open, he will be in cover. That is my issue here. So, you're probably asking yourself, what can I do to stop this? What can I do to get me into cover or even up the fight? Well, the best thing for you to do is use the natural hills to get you closer. That's why you never directly rush the person. You have to use the side of the hill to sort of inch your way closer. The only downside of this is they will probably know or see you go to the edge of the hill, so they'll kind of be expecting you, but it's better than crossing in no man's land. This is what I do here, but unfortunately he had a teammate up on the opposite hill doing some overwatch for him, which led to me getting sort of flanked out in the middle of nowhere and led to an easy kill. Now, this is also true for moving up and fighting people on the road. I've found in this map there is a lot of dips and sort of hills by the road, so you need to make sure that you are using them. Unlike that guy right there who was running down the street for some reason, was out in the open and led to an easy kill, compared to this next enemy who is sitting behind the little ditch and has me in a sort of good position. We are in a fair sort of fight. I may have a slight advantage because I have my back to the zone and I have the high ground. Unfortunately for me, I get impatient, and I try pushing him up and flanking him to the right through the road. I then get extremely arrogant and confident here, and I try to take the fight out in the open, just standing there while he has the cover. A classic mistake that leads me to get easily picked off. And now this is a more basic tip that I've sort of mentioned before in previous videos, but I want to bring it back up because it's so important, but situational awareness. For example, in this clip, I spent the entire game in the largest city. I can't remember the name right now, but I just ran into the very edge of the zone. I've been hearing gunshots all game in the town, so I know there has to be people in the large city. They have to come to me and they have to come over this hill. So I know people are coming this way, and I'm trying to take the sort of high ground back to the zone, easy kill sort of approach. Everyone has to run into me, And honestly, there should be no reason I lose a firefight like this, especially with great cover of these 2 trees and the lip of the hill. Unfortunately, this is where your other mechanics come into it. You have to hit these shots. Fortunately, I'm not. And you'll see I make a huge mistake here. Alright? And it's right there. I move over to this little hill. I make the mistake of thinking that little bump in front of me will give me enough cover to fight him. The problem is, he has a hill too. So now I stand up and I'm above this hill. He can see me. I can see him. But I am out in the open. Yes, the zone's pushing him, but my issue is I'm stuck standing behind almost no cover. This fight would have been completely different if I stayed by the tree. That would have been my best option, or maybe even falling back a bit because he was still quite a ways away from getting into the zone. But those are just some general tips on how you can use the environment in this new map to help you guys improve. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.